Well, hello, kia ora, and welcome to Ngā in Christchurch for rugby league action in the National New Zealand 20s competition. And this is round one. This is the match between Akarana and the South Island here from Christchurch. Two talented sides set to go at it. And what's a pretty good Sunday afternoon here. Not too much breeze in Christchurch. Pitch looking immaculate, as it always is in Christchurch. And it's not too cold and the sun is out too. Glenn Lama with the call today. Looking forward to you joining us through the next couple of hours. Richie Barnett with me as well. And welcome back to the National 20s, Richie.
Yeah, welcome back. All right. And always enjoy the youngsters going out there and showing their talents. And I'm sure there will be a plethora of them today.
Yeah, there will be. We've got a lot of players backing up from last year's competition. Let's have a look at the Akarana Falcons side, featuring some interesting prospects. None more so than number 3, Lani Graham Talfa, who almost debuted for the Roosters in the NRL last year. Dukes Fiatau Kauhiva and Sebastian Hint returned from last year's side in Auckland Blue and Auckland White, so there's an experienced halves combination in the forwards. Papuni Abbott is going to be worth keeping your eye on, as is Kenny Tower, Elam Payne and Sebastian Sewer, and the coach is Henry Nicholas, a coach who's quite experienced coaching Akarana teams at under 15s and under 17s level, getting the opportunity to get into the under 20s today. So yeah, a lot of players back from last year's Auckland White and Auckland Blue teams. Players like Payne, Tower, Hint, Fiatau Kauhiva, looking forward to seeing them run around again for the Akarana team. So the two Auckland teams in the competition this year being split along geographical lines with Counties Manukau. We'll see them later. Here is the South Island side, featuring 7 players from Canterbury, 3 from Otago, a couple of West Coasters, and 1 from Southland as well. And players to keep your eye on include the fullback, Kiarden Hatch. He's actually come through the Auckland system but is studying at Otago University at the moment. Siaki and Allison returned from last year's side in the backs, and the forwards. Fa'aiva, Loto and Tuli are all very strong, hard-running players, as is Kalfanonga, the Southlander. And it's a happy birthday today to Captain Ethan Faitaua, and the coach is Archie Jacobs, the South Island coach from 2021. And thinking back to those teams last year, Richie, firstly, let's talk about that South Island team. They were plucky last year, and it's good to see a good core of players like Laurie, Allison, Fa'aiva, and Uriah Tuli, who I've been told has lost 16 kilos of weight in the off-season and is primed for a big 2022.
Well, it's all based on preparation, isn't it? And Fa'aiva has also been under scrutiny too with weight, and he's pulled his socks up and he's looking very good too. With Tuli, who was a standout last season, he will step up to the plate and lead by example on the back row, but a very, very nice back row there for both sides, and I'm looking for the board to be spread out wide.
So the National 20s this year, so last year Auckland and Counties Manukau were combined into 2 Auckland teams, but this year they are split along the geographical line, so we will see the Counties Manukau team. So that's one change to the competition. The other one is a sad one. The defending champions, Richie, not here this year due to COVID. Central Districts was really looking forward to seeing the lower half of the North Island team running around again, but we're not going to see them this time, which is a shame.
Well, they've been exceptional right across the board, and the females as well, so they're really growing as an area, and I think it's great for rugby league. And certainly today we'll see Upper Central Stallions won yesterday against Waikato Mana 48-12. That was a good result for them.
Well, fingers crossed we get to see some good rugby league through this competition, and hopefully Central Districts will be the only team that is going to be eliminated from the competition due to COVID reasons. Here's the referee, Jack Fevers, today has got the whistle in his hand. And we're all set. It's going to be the South Island in the white, Akarana in the blue. So Akarana with the first possession, and straight away it's dropped from the kickoff, but it's gone backwards. Referee happy with that one. Gee, that was a near thing for Akarana. Don't want to be making mistakes inside your own 10 like that from the first play of the game. 35-minute halves as we see Akarana moving the ball away from their own goal line. Nice offload. And here is Graham Taffa 3 times. He's been in the Rooster system, Richie, but he's back in New Zealand now, looking to rediscover his love of rugby league. And here's a nice strong carry from Payne. They're up on the 40. Elam Payne, an Auckland White player from last year. There's White at hooker. Good tackle in midfield, but Akarana looking to move it here on the last play, and it's been dropped out there. And that will be South Island ball on the halfway line.
expansive football there from Akarana. And a good hit there from South Island. And the defence coming up. Had a bit of room there to move. Tanielu, who shows some really good form for Marist. And he's got plenty of wheels and good footwork. Tanielu,
Yeah, a lot of these.
Roskell,
Yes,
a world player in 2021.
Yeah, a lot of players from the Akarana team coming through the Marist club this time. And several of them have already played Fox Memorial football. It's good to see them getting an early opportunity in the early part of the season. So the South Island have their first carry. Donaldson driven back. One of the under-18 players that's come up from the National Youth Tournament last year. Now here's Fa'aiva, George Fa'aiva, the Linwood Kias player. Slotting in there. Now running it wide is a good burst upfield here. South Island inside the 30. And it's carried on to inside the 20. Good work coming through from the South Island. Kaufongana was a good run, good pass, but it's been dropped there. And Akarana now can counter. This could be interesting if they spread the ball here. And here's a big chance down this right flank. Almost through. With a nice burst there was Uaka. And now Akarana can turn this defensive problem into an attacking position as Graham Taufa heads towards the 30. Fiatau Kauhiva at dummy half, and here comes Papuni Abbott. Big rangy front rower, supremely fit. White is the hooker for Akarana, goes the short side. Fiatau Kauhiva, Payne is through, almost through, some pretty weak tackling has been dropped there by Graham Taufa. But some promising signs for Akarana, particularly down this right flank, Richie.
Certainly down the right flank, but the football they're playing is expansive, and I'm really liking what they're playing. There's a few mistakes, obviously, early on in the half by both teams. They're exploited here on the left-hand side, Akarana, by South Island. There was a good run on the right flank, posing real threat down there. They couldn't convert it, and the transition into defence, into attack for Akarana was, in a number of seconds, they were into attack mode.
Alani Graham Taufa was the player who spilled the ball forward there. He's got a twin brother, Moala, and he's still at the Roosters. Both of them were at the Roosters on development contracts last year. But Lani's decided to come back to New Zealand. As we see the South Island bring the ball through Loto. Laverton Loto, can he get a late offload away? He can. And away comes Faitaua, the captain, Ethan Faitaua, who's having a birthday today. Not much room there for Uriah Tooley. In fact, that was the other front rower, Fa'aiva, once again, and it's been dropped there. That was poor handling by Whangupo. Another ex-Aucklander who's down studying in Otago at the moment.
Just a bit of timing issue there. Finding their feet and a bit of rhythm. Trying to find. Pass went a little bit stray behind the player. So just got to settle into a bit of a pattern here. There's a few mistakes early on, Glenn.
There is indeed. A lot of these Akarana players we didn't see in the under-18s last year, Richie, because, of course, Akarana Counties Monaco didn't play because we're under a lockdown at that point. And here comes Fiatau Kauhiva off the back, the captain. So full set of 6 here, 25 metres out. Akarana lurking and looming here. Sua. Sebastian Sua, this is the son of Murphy Sua, a former Black Caps cricketer. Here comes Hint, and now Papuni Abbott, and now Elam Payne again, who's looking really dangerous. This edge back rower on the right-hand side, number 11. Payne plays the ball, it's back to Whites. That was Davies, firing it out of the back line. Alo in from fullback, and now Tanielu, and there is the ball and the try to Fa'e. In the corner, looks like referee Fevers is going to be happy. And there is the first score, Tupala Fa'e from Northcote. And he's over to score the first try.
That was a good construction from the Akarana side. You saw from the right-hand side on a number of occasions they set up for a Payne to come through the middle, just off the shoulder. And it's paid dividends, and they've gone to the left-hand side with some options. As you can see here, a couple of tip-ons, a long pass wide, get it to the threat, the speed out wide. We know that Tanielu is speedster there on the left-hand side flank. Nice little pass, looks so easy. A good start there for Akarana.
Yeah, lovely finish there from Tupala Fa'ae. He's actually going to be switching to the Richmond club this season. He was to be in the Akarana 18s last year, but as I touched on, didn't play in that competition last year because Auckland was under a lockdown at that time. So Akarana get the first try. And there look to be some fairly decent athletes, Richie Barnett, in this Akarana team.
It certainly is. There's an element of patience, but I still like the fact that they like to move the ball, and I think there's so much threat across the field, you know, with the smarts and the hooker and White. And then you've got some really big boppers up front with Papanui, Abbott and Toa, and then the edge runners. So there's plenty of threat and speed out wide. I think it comes down to a little bit of patience. And you think South Island will probably need to adopt that just to get back into the play, build some pressure and field position.
So Fa'ae is going to try and convert his own try. And now has that got the distance? It doesn't have the distance, unfortunately. So try stays unconverted. 4 points to 0, Akarana lead.
And it shouldn't be too much of an issue with combinations. They've played together, both teams, you know, the 15s and 17s and now 16s and 18s, so it shouldn't be an issue. They know each others play very well.
Well, that's right, and we touched on that Marist club as well. The Auckland Marist club. Quite a few Marist players in the starting 13 today. 5 of them, so they're all very aware of the skills of each player. And that's Sebastian Sewer again. Good, rangy looking back rower, isn't he? That's a really good run. Davies it was. Firing it out in midfield, and here is Papuni Abbott once more. Oh, lovely timed pass to Payne, who's gobbling up these metres on this right flank. White. In fact, yes, there is White now. Tyson Davies from Te Aratu comes forward now. White again at dummy half. Fiatau Kauhiva runs the ball this time. Here's another chance. Oh, if Graham Taufer had caught that one, he might have gone over and scored in the corner.
Well, it's a favourite now, the centres, isn't it? Ioka coming down the right-hand side, draw and pass. You work to the centre, the winger comes in, and a little flick pass just short of, just the timing on the right edge was a little bit short.
Well, South Island get their hands on the ball. It's been a while since they had possession. And they're going to have to come out of their own end here effectively. Akarana looking really dangerous with the ball. That was over once again. Hatch it was at dummy half that time. Not much distance on that kick. And here comes the try scorer. He's triple teamed there with Thule coming in there, number 20, to effect the 3-man tackle. Here comes Uaka. Uaka playing the ball right on the halfway line. Well, his hands have let him down a little bit, Graham Taufer, but nice dart from dummy half there to the big centre. Fiatau, here's Payne again. Geez, hitting the line nice and hard, isn't he? Great running from Payne so far in this contest. Davies, ball handling back rower. Hintz with that pass. Oh, good strong tackle in midfield there on Kaianalo. But it's a fast play the ball. They're bursting down the left, down the Fa'ae again, and he's in for a second try. Yes! Well, lovely awareness there from the Akarana players. Despite the big tackle in midfield, they still got set for a lovely play down the left. Very good try.
Yeah, fantastic try, and again, it's up to the wingers really to stay out, or they come in to support the centre. And unfortunately, in that situation, he was drawn in nicely, and I think that'll be a go-to for Akarana now, that left edge. They've got some real joy with Payne on the right-hand edge, but just the decoys and engagement with some of the players on the left-hand side offers some real opportunity on the left-hand side. Tani Ulu is fantastic. That was a brilliant tackle to nullify. I thought they really slowed that play down, and they were able to reset on the right-hand side. You could just see the players coming out from dummy half trying to push across. But again, just the slowness of the defence of South Island to come across just wasn't good enough for the speed of Akarana on the left edge.
Well, it was a great tackle, wasn't it, from Jacob Lowe? But really good effort from Alo there, Richie, to get onto his, not onto his back. And he was, when he was brought to ground, he was front on and able to get to his feet quickly and play the ball and keep the pace of the play going.
Yeah, it's a great reward for a really good defensive effort. And they had plenty of time to reset and align the defensive structure on that right. Unfortunately, they were just a bit too slow off to get back and reset and communicate.
Well, change your kicker already. This is Joshua Tanielu, ex-Kelston Boys player. Kelston Boys had a great season last year in the first 15 competition. And a lot of players coming out of that school at the moment, Tanielu. Based on what we've seen there, Richie, it wouldn't surprise me if we get another change of goal kicker coming up for the next try, maybe. 8-0 it is.
Yeah, it wasn't the best of shots. He hacked it, that one for sure. It was like my golf swing.
Exactly. It's more like me. Great start for Akarana with 2 tries to Faye, the winger. Looking dangerous in these first 10 minutes. Hope you're enjoying the coverage here of this National 20s NZRL match. South Island trailing 8-0, not seeing a lot of ball of late here in Christchurch. And there is knock-ons galore there. And unfortunately, Eli Allison couldn't pick the ball up there. The number 7 for the South Island. But the first knock-on was Akarana's. So it's going to be a really good attacking scrum here for the South Island. Get on the chance to get them on the board here, Richie.
Yeah, nice way to, I mean, excitement when you're close to the line. Just seeing how patient they are. Again, a couple of mistakes. Papanui Abbott dropped the ball off the kickoff before, and he's forced to pass there too. So under pressure for the Akarana.
Well, let's see what Hatch can do here. Giarden Hatch. You'll know many of these Akarana players, having grown up in Auckland, moving to Dunedin to study. But he spent time in the Roosters, Sharks and the Warriors system. Here comes Loto. He's just going to take a nice hard carry here. Laverton Loto inside to 10. Come the South Island. Fautaua waits at dummy half. This is Allison. Allison gives it to Donaldson, the hard-working edge back rower from the West Coast. He's driven back in some strong defence that time. Whangupo, it was with that dummy half pass, and now Uriah Tuli. He's had a quiet game so far. Not many chances for him, though, to run with the ball. Very good player. Let's see what Allison can do here. This is looking better as Hatch switches it out. Can the winger score it? He looks like it's gone forward.
Hatch just delivering the ball a little bit too high there. And again, they're putting a lot of players around Tuli, slowing him down. They've driven him back every time he's got the ball. So they're doing a very good job of isolating and controlling that speed of the ruck from Tuli.
Tuli wearing 20. He's backing down right in the middle of the scrum there for the South Island. He's basically done it all at junior level. Come through the New Zealand resident system all the way through the age groups. He's already played New Zealand Premiership Rugby League for the full Canterbury senior men's team. Debuted last year. Still only 19 years of age. Akarana back with more position here. South Island's defence is going to have to stay nice and secure all the way through this game. That was a close call, wasn't it? For a turnover in the play the ball. Wasn't to be, though, for the South Island. White, Davies. Liking the look at Davies, too. First receiver off a lot of those passes. And there's a good little offload coming in there from Sua, who's showing a pretty decent skill set out on that left flank. Here he is with a carry this time, Sua, over the halfway. Spreader here on this tackle. No, it's Fiatau Kauhiva choosing to kick the ball this time, and the South Island will begin this set on their own 20. held, but Pere, who's come through the South Island Scorpion system with the carry on that occasion, the return anyway, as we see some pretty decent defence coming in from Elam Payne that time, and also Papuni Abbott. Nice show and go from Faitaua. Let them fool just for a second. Hatchet dummy half this time. Here's Tuli with a carry. Looking in great condition. Uriah Tuli. Faitaua again. Faiva, but some good rugged defence coming in from Akarana. Here's a bust upfield this time. Oh, it's been intercepted, and this is Fiatau Kauhiva. And look out! Oh, it's the pace of the winger Isam Yaka, who goes over to score the try. Unlucky for the South Island there, but very good play from Duke's Fiatau Kauhiva to see the opportunity. It's 12 points to 0.
Again, the transition into defence, into attack, any little mistakes or errors, they're jumping on and they're converting straight away. Very smart play from Akarana. They're using what they've got, which is tons of pace on the edge. They've got some try scorers and some wheels on the edge. Oaka showed some real toe there on the right-hand side. They're having real joy on the edges for Akarana. 3 tries, both wingers.
Well, what a shame. We saw that big bust here coming through from number 23, Laverton Loto. But then the pass, oh, that's heartbreaking, isn't it? But well done there to Fiatau Kauhiva. That was brilliantly done by the number 6. And Ioka races away. This is a player who's in the Auckland Blue team last year, but broke his ankle in the pre-season. Didn't play any games at all. And he's played alongside Zion Maiu regularly at Kelston Boys. Of course, Maiu was last year's MVP, Richie, in this competition, who's now over in Australia with the Warriors.
He certainly is. He was outstanding. He was so dominant through that ruck. He owned the space. And again, these troubling times with that South Island. Back-to-back-to-back tries. Akarana.
Well, Tanielu is keeping the goal-kicking duties. And he's got that one through. So 14 points to 0. Akarana looking very good here. 17 minutes played in this first half. "35-minute halves, remember, in this age group. The big feature of the game, Richie, hasn't it, is look out when Akarana have their hands on the ball. They look like they have got some really talented youngsters in their team.
And you cannot be too condensed in defence. Although I'd like to see South Island to spread the ball on kick chase 1 and 2, look for opportunities, because they really condense Akarana. And if they can shift that ball a little bit wider, there might be a bit of joy.
Kenny Towell with the return of the football, and here's Sua again. Just athletic, big, fast players is what Akarana is flush with in this squad. Here's White pinching 10 from dummy half. Another player's already played Fox Memorial on a penalty. South Island too slow to get off White there. Akarana, full set of 6, 30 metres out. South Island have got a big challenge here to keep Akarana out once again. And Sua, who's been a real standout in the game. Whoa, he's lost that one. And yes, referee will call it. And it's going to be a scrum to the South Island. So good work by the South Island to nullify that attack on the first tackle.
Again, numbers in the tackle, right on the ball, which is a great hit from Tuli. Coming in with the shoulder, right on the ball, popping out, and they desperately needed that.
What they really need to do, Rich, is get to the end of their set here. Get to their kick.
Yeah, they're starved of position, that's for sure in territory. Just still got to remain positive, play positive football as well.
Yeah, nothing flash as they carry the ball up here, just to get some confidence. bunched around the middle of the ruck, aren't they? Boy, there's some good defence coming in from Tyson Davies, number 13 for Akarana, and also Papuni Abbott. But the South Island get the penalty. It was a little unlucky there. In fact, the referee's awarded a penalty for a high tackle.
In desperate need of that. I just think they're playing too simple up through the middle because they're getting controlled by the defence of Akarana. They're in numbers and they're really slowing their play the ball. It's all about ruck speed. And if they can just pull wide and get set early, just to take advantage on the edges as well.
Straight into his work off that carry is Kaufongana. He's the only Southlander in the team. He played for the Stags last year in the New Zealand Premiership as well. Got a couple of Player of the Day awards as well. To see him get his hands on the ball a bit more often than he has. This is looking better for the South Island. Whangapō, as he left it behind, picked up nicely by Allison. For Aiva. Supported by Faitaua. And Akarana have the defence. 3 penalties on the trot here for the South Island. Can the South Island turn this into points, though?
Good point. You see in the NRL too, the speed in which when a penalty is issued, they kick straight away. And it's a good adoption, isn't it, this year, to keep the ball. And the speed of the game has just lifted another bar.
Can it get any faster?
Can it get any faster?
Can it get any faster? Well, Tāne Whangapō, he's looking pretty useful with his hands on the ball too here. The ex-St Paul's College player. Here's Donaldson again. Donaldson trying to get some post-contact metres this time. He's been driven back in a couple of carries already. Faitaua. Tuli passes the ball this time. Little dab here coming in from number 14. And here comes Tuli. Hit hard right on the line there by Elam Payne. Very close to scoring. Here's a try for the line, and there is a try. And it is the Southlander, Kaufongana, who's gone over to score. Set up beautifully for him. As Coach Archie Jacobs told me during the week, this fellow's a scary prospect. And let's see how he can move into this competition. Tupou Kaufongana gets the try.
Yeah, I just thought that they were always going to apply their trade around the ruck, and they weren't going to go wide, but I guess that's the right option when you've got size coming at you very close to the line and take advantage of Kaufongana. He hit it well. A real tight line, aggressive run. A time when they really needed it most to convert it. It'll give them a bit of confidence now if he can secure this kick over. That would really be beneficial for the South Island side.
Well, Jacob Lowe here, originally a West Coaster, and he's nudged that one through nicely. He has Lowe, and it is 14 points to 6.
It's not a bad score, really, considering the amount of ball that Akarana have.
Yeah, you're spot on there, isn't it? I mean, and the lack of ball.
The lack of ball
from the South Island.
They've had very limited time with the ball in their territory, in the opposition's territory, and they've had back-to-back penalties to assist there in that last 5 minutes of play. So they're gifting Akarana back into the game.
It also gives them confidence that even though Akarana's defence has been pretty solid through the game so far, it can be breached. So 10 minutes to play until half-time. As Tuli comes back again. Tuli playing the ball 25 metres out from his own line. Big minutes coming into from the other front rower in this game. In the South Island team, this is for Aiva. Taufua it is now. Makai Taufua out there, player number 14. Keep your eye on him. He's having some experience. The North Devils in Queensland as Faitaua goes over the halfway line. Utility player, loves to play from dummy half, Taufua, and that's where he is right now. Passing the ball to Allison. Allison, whoops, was that obstruction? And referee is going to come back and award that.
Well, there were so many options, he couldn't take any option. the young fella. I mean, he tried to seek opportunities here. There's so many options there inside out. And there was a bit of shape there on that left edge, but unfortunately, he just needed to keep that simple.
So Akarana begin the set here from the 14. Payne goes nice and strong into the defensive line as he has done all game and will do for the rest of the contest. Great player, Elam Payne. Away goes White. This is Ioka once again. Already has one try and they're into the 10 already. These athletic, pacey, powerful edge players that Akarana possess, really causing some damage, and up the middle too through Papuni Abbott. White at dummy half. Hint switches direction to Fiatau Kauhiva. Oh, he's dropped the ball. He was going for the try, and he was so close to a 4th try for Akarana.
That was an outstanding tackle on this left edge there for the South Island. Coming across, I like that shape they had to Akarana from the left-hand side. Coming back to the right, exploiting the edge here. Good effort. Another confidence booster.
And look who it was with the try-saving tackle. It was Uriah Tooley again, who hit the player hard and forced the ball free from the ball carrier, Richie. Not for the first time in the game.
Yep, to be a threat, isn't it? He's got to keep coming at them. He's done it in terms of his running style, but defensively he's coming up with some good plays.
Fononga, that was the try scorer with the first carry. Low, hit hard by 3 Akarana players. Very close.
Well, that could have been a penalty there for sure.
Yeah. So 1 or 2 about the offside from Akarana down this wide edge here. Uelesi is on now for the South Island, number 22. Another player originally from Auckland who's studying in Otago. Middle forward, and there is the penalty. Again, the Akarana defence getting very aggressive, too aggressive for referee Jack Fevers.
Yeah, just working them over on their backs. They've done that extremely well in this first half. Taking control. You know, a fraction of a second makes all the difference.
So low to restart play for the South Island. And here comes the try scorer. Oh, Tupo Kauwhanonga. You can see why he's been dubbed a scary prospect. He hits the line nice and hard, doesn't he? Tuli. Backing his way into the defence, looking for maybe that last off or that late offload. And all the momentum lost for the South Island. Tawa, Ellison, Whangapo, again sniping, liking the look of him. Good centre matchups in this game. Siaki on this left wing wearing 4. Tuli again. Ellison gives it to Low. And Hatch up from fullback, but nothing really. No gaps opening up in that Akarana defence on that spread of the football. As Faitaua almost goes through a hole. It shut quickly, didn't it? Got 2 hookers out there. As Tafua slots into dummy half on that occasion. Allison, cheeky little kick, but back in good position is Kyan Alo. Oh, boys, he lost it. He has. Basic mistake there from Akarana is going to present a big opportunity on a platter here.
Well, Allison puts the chip in. Easy to take. Alo takes the ball, seeks an opportunity. Unfortunately, the ball goes astray. Fai, the try scorer in the first 5 or 10 minutes, 2 tries.
Well, look, if the South Island can score here again, maybe close it up to a 2-point margin, Richie. Be good end of the first half for the team in white as Whangapo gets rid of Elam Payne. Oh, he's going nowhere. He's not going past. I think it was Sua with the initial contact. Uelesi, ex-Kings College first 15 player. Yeah, he's got to go back on the mark there. Just crept forward that half a metre, and that's going to give Akarana's defence to get sorted here. Faitawa. Tuli, first receiver, Ellison. Hatch up from fullback, but well looked after there by Fiatau Kauhiva and also Ioka. Donaldson. Payne goes in nice and strong again on his opposite number. Slows to play the ball down nicely to the Akarana players there. Faitawa. Pafua. Tuli runs at the defence. Nothing more. Just a slight error there in the play the ball, and you're right, Tuli's disappointed.
Yeah, very disappointing in the end there. It was another opportunity gone, and probably an opportunity that could be the difference in this game. They haven't presented much of attack that would be threatening to Akarana. I think the fact that they're not squaring up and engaging players, they're sliding across the field, which is probably the issue, and it's making it easy for Akarana just to slide across.
Yeah, that's a very good observation. Low and Hatch look after. Danielu, and there is a penalty. Lots of penalties in the first half. 3 tries to 1 it is so far.
21 on, 10 off.
So 3 minutes to play in this first half. And now a good touch finder will give Akarana a full set inside the South Island's half, and good ball handling and good navigation of the set should see them on the try line by the end of it. Let's see if they can execute. Sua it is. Late offload to Paul. Here is John Paul White. He's lost it. Had the ball pinched out of his hands, and now Donaldson looking to make something of it.
Well, he's been in everything. Donaldson, I think he's been very courageous. He's run hard. He never stops. Keeps his legs pumping. He fights for everything, and he's been great.
Hatch, the fullback. Here comes Siaki. Quiet first half for the left winger. He's got 4 on his back, but he's playing on this left wing. Siaki. Uelese hit hard. Oh, did he lose that in the tackle? Referee says no. And I tell you who enjoyed the contact, that was Graham Telfer, the big right centre. Here comes Siaki with another carry in the set. Faitawa. Oh, it was a poor pass to Allison. And referee's going to allow play to continue. He won't.
Oh, they want to chew the 1 minute 30 up, wouldn't you? This is where they have to really aim up, start communicating. Because the last thing you want in the last few minutes is for Akarana to score.
Well, there is time, and away goes Graham Telfer. Oh, big metres made by the big centre there. 20 metres. That was better from him. Ioka. Well, he's well handled this time, but the South Island are going to be severely tested in these last 40 seconds. Can they hang on here? Graham Telfer at dummy half. Fiatau Kauhiva. Nice carry of the ball from Sebastian Sua, who certainly had a very good first half. The number 12 for Akarana. White. And Nicholas, another little error in the play the ball. And Sua has got a problem. Oh boy, he doesn't look in good shape.
Good.
Well, he's pointed at his lower left leg.
Yeah.
Oh no. He's done something either to his calf or his Achilles there, Richie.
Yep, looks like it.
He just couldn't
Cramp?
He couldn't put any weight on it.
It looks like there's cramp, yeah.
Maybe it's
Well,
cramp. Well, don't know. Well, he's going to be okay.
They can be tricky, those cramps.
You can see I passed my medical exams with flying colours, Richie.
Yeah, it's early season cramps.
Yes, indeed. Of course, they are playing. It's basically still summer, isn't it? Well, what a little escape for the South Island. They've got to feed to the scrum hill these last few seconds of this first half.
We need a Sean Johnson kick here.
Yeah.
Oh,
A big monster kick. And Neelan Payne finishes with a good hit in the first half on Keardan Hatch. But there is the first half, 3-1. It is Akarana leading the South Island here in this NZRL National 20s match. 14 points to 6 here at Christchurch.
The IndyCar Series is heating up as the fastest drivers in the world look to push the limit in No Limit, Texas.
Scott McLaughlin is now an IndyCar race winner. Oh boy, thank you so much. Scott Dixon wins back-to-back years and wins at Texas. Yeah. Oh boy, award. Pato Award is an IndyCar winner.
Who will take the first oval victory this season? The IndyCar Series, Texas, live on Sky Sport.
Tomorrow's champions are inspired by today's, but they can only be what they can see. That's why Sky brings you more strength, more skill, more speed, more courage.
Oh my goodness.
And not just on the pitch, you'll see it behind the scenes, in front of the camera, and all over the game plan.
This is what we've been waiting for.
See the rise. See the potential. See history being made. See the possible.
It's tough enough.
I got it.
Bringing up children.
What is that? Transcendental meditation.
Right on.
But when you've got 8 of them,
About 4 of you were absent. Next. Yeah.
calling it complicated
God, I don't see how you ever remember the name.
is an understatement.
The times are changing, Mr. Bradford. You might as well get used to it.
8 is enough. Weekdays from March 22nd on Jones.
Must be something in the water. Feel like I can take the water.
If I died, there'd be this group of guys to help the kids. Council of Dads.
Live like we're immortal.
You're doing it, JJ.
We're all supposed to go back to real life.
We're gonna get through this together. Your dad would want me to tell you that this is your life. You live it for you.
I am.
Tonight, Council of Dads on Vibes.
Breaker Nation is taking it to the next level. Monday, live on Sky Sport. The LPGA on Sky Sport gives you a front row seat to the Co Show.
Lydia Ko, one of the great rounds you're going to see.
Oh, what a shot. She's a savant.
Wonderful.
See the stars of the LPGA from the best seat in the house. All season long, live on Sky Sport.
Here we go. Well, there are whistles, there are cheers, there are screams. Oh my goodness. Look at them go. We love this game.
ANZ Premiership Netball starts today with Magic, Mystics, followed by Tactics Steel. Live, Sky Sport 1. Coverage brought to you by ANZ.
$14 points to 6 it is. Akarana leading the South Island. Hope you're enjoying the coverage here of this NZRL National 20s match from Napuna and Christchurch. Quick thought on The Akarana side, Richie, in the first half?
Yeah, very strong obviously through the middle and in the edges, particularly with Payne, who was just a beast on the right edge, Sewer on the left edge, and the speed out wide, and they're just capitalising on any mistakes that the South Island presented to them.
As we look at the first half highlights now, Akarana getting the try scoring underway. Fa'ele, the left winger, getting this one. Just a simple shift of the ball, Richie, really?
Yeah, there was. They moved the shifted the ball right, and they exploited and they expanded defensive line. And there was errors on the wings where they made decisions when they should have stayed out. But Fa'ele scoring his first try so early on give them confidence for the Akarana side.
And pretty simple story for the second too. But I like this. Nice adjustment, big tackle midfield, but watch Alo get to his feet quickly here. Wasn't flipped over on his back and enabled the momentum to keep going.
Yeah, South Island didn't react quick enough defensively. They had plenty of time to adjust and communicate, but unfortunately, Akarana were just too quick.
So that was 2 tries in quick succession. And then we saw a big bust up field here by the South Island, and Loto, his pass got intercepted, and all of a sudden it was try time down the other end. Beautifully done by the 5'8" there, Fiatau Kauhiva, to unleash Ioka.
Yeah, just the run of the play again. It was the only opportunity they had through the middle. They exploited Akarana, but unfortunately pass went astray, and a try for Ioka, third try of the day.
And then it was comeback time, and over from close range there, Tupo Kalfanonga for the South Island.
Yeah, that was the back end of a number of penalties, 3 or 4 penalties in a row. Kofanua, they certainly needed something, and they found territory when they needed it most, converted it with a try from Kofanua, 14-6 in the first half. Not a bad sign considering the lack of ball that South Island has had. The territory was lacking. There was a lot of penalties in their favour in the first half.
Malolele, my name is Patricia Maliapo, and I'm the first 5 for the Blues. Sky Super Rugby Opiki is going to be next level because it's going to be the best against the best. First season, feeling pumped, excited, and ready for some game time. Top 3 things I'm going to bring is energy, power, and something you won't expect.
Oh, tricky kick, 47, 6 she's over!
What's awesome about the Blues is that we have a real diverse team. Heaps of young'uns, experienced players, a good mixture. They'll bring out something unreal. My number 1 goal for this season is to win it all.
The search is on to find an exciting new name in British photography.
That was intense.
The Great British Photography Challenge, Friday on Sky Arts.
Tomorrow's champions are inspired by today's, but they can only be what they can see. That's why Sky brings you more strength, skill, and courage. And not just on the pitch, but all over the game plan too.
This is what we've been waiting for.
See the rise, see the potential, see history being made, see the possible.
It's time to go. Let's go.
This is unbelievable! This is incredible!
It's the power of the Pacific. DHL Super Rugby Pacific. Today live on Sky Sport.
Eels, Titans, Cowboys, Bulldogs, today, live on Sky Sport 4.
I want to build something special, but I need a partner.
Los Angeles Lakers select Magic Johnson.
With me, it's going to be exciting.
I don't know why basketball can't feel like that.
To me, Dr. Bus,
It's showtime!
it do.
Lexus presents Winning Time, Tuesday, Soho. Prepare yourself for a broadband service simply made to entertain. Sky Broadband has arrived.
So what are you waiting for? If you want lightning-fast Wi-Fi that'll keep you entertained, with great coverage for your home, amazing Kiwi service at a super snazzy price, then welcome to Sky Broadband. That's my part, I do that. Sorry, that's okay.
Show them.
I want to know your eyes when it comes to the best.
NZRL National 20s here in Christchurch. Thank you for joining us for the second half, which is not too far away from starting in the South Island Akarana match. There is the halftime score, 3-1. Faele getting 2 of them on the left wing, and the other try going to the other winger, Isim Ioka. One of those converted by Joshua Tanielu, and the try scorer for the South Island, the only Southlander in the team, Tupo Kauwhanonga, who ironically is originally from Auckland, and that try that he scored from close range was converted by Jacob Lowe.
It's been really the battle of the back rows, isn't it, in this game?
Yeah.
They've provided a lot of opportunities. As mentioned before, Sura and Payne have been very dominant on their sides.
Well, I think both back rowers, edge back rowers that are in the Akarana team have had very good first halves. Richie, Elam Payne and Sebastian Sua. Sebastian Sua, remember, is the son of former Black Caps left-arm fast bowler Murphy Sua and ex-Auckland Grammar, King's College rugby player who's looking for opportunities in this sport of rugby league as we get the second half underway, as Tanielu gets play underway. So Akarana in the blue and maroon, South Island getting things started through Uelesi, one of the Otago-based players in the South Island team. And here comes Uriah Tuli, been impressed with him in the first half. Richie's been one of the South Island's best players.
Absolutely, if he can really fight and get on his front foot, it would be really good. So they're really starting to push him down and put him on his back. But if they can play quick, get to their front real quick, and then you've got speed of the ruck, which will be really beneficial for them.
Well, they slow to play the ball down nicely there. Do the Akarana player Sebastian Hint. And now Tuli is not shy on, not just a ball runner too, he's good hands on him. Here's the second carry of the set, and a nice charge up the field here by Makaya Tafua. We're on the halfway. Fast play the ball required here. We'll get the South Island on the front foot. And Allison will end the set. And the kick has gone down to Fae, and a good chase and good tackle there on him from Kiarden Hatch. Alo.
That's good energy there from South Island. It's noticeable.
They'll need it in the second half as Fae comes up towards the 40. Hint. Now Tanielu. Haven't seen too much of him running the ball in the first half, Richie, in this game so far, but gee, he's got a fantastic physique for a big centre. Is Hint. A little kick and chase this time. Nice variety, and that could have ended up in the hands of an Akarana player, but it hasn't. Oh no, the whistle's gone, and Siaki will have to come all the way back. Deidre Siaki. What's he ruled there? Maybe a bit of offside play. Let's have a look. I like this variety from Hind here, this little kick.
Nice little play here. Just a little bit in front. He's kicked it forward. It's touched. Maybe he's touched it first.
Yeah, a little unlucky there, actually. On that replay, I wondered whether those Akarana players were ahead of Hint's kick as well. So maybe South Island a little unlucky there to give up that penalty. And I tell you what, that is a bit of karma right there. That's justice, Richie.
That is. Sura again involved. Again, nice little play, the little chip over the top, a bit of variation. Gives a good opportunity from South Island again to capitalise on a bit of possession.
Laurie with the feed. Allison. And now Donaldson once more. Waitawa in at dummy half again. And here comes Uelese, who looks and is making good impact off the bench, I have to say. Lawrence Uelese, the middle forward. Here's Tuli once again. Excellent work rate, and he gets to his feet quickly to play the ball and earns the penalty. Uriah Tuli at his best right there.
He's been busy.
I've been told he's dropped 16 kilos of weight in the off-season, Richie. He's been training under a high-performance sport New Zealand training program. And Uriah Tuli is fit and firing for a big 2022 season as he looks to make something of his rugby league career.
Must be training with the Winter Olympics team, eh?
Here's the try scorer. Kauwhanonga. Tafua. Back to Tuli again. He's getting his hands on the ball once or twice in every set at the moment. Got a good work rate. Waitawa at dummy half. Allison. Hatch in from fullback. Donaldson almost getting tangled up there. White risking giving away a penalty there for lying all over the tackled player. Poor pass that time, and that will be a turnover. And Tanielu will play on for Akarana.
Yeah, they're struggling in attack. They're just a little bit off, clunky. You're right, I think the halves just need to take the ball to the line a bit more, straighten up and square up, and either take the line on or deliver the pass. They're just delivering the ball across field, and it's, again, another mistake. Akarana.
Yeah, Yorker it was that time. Don't know what he was thinking there, trying to find Elam Payne at that part of the field. Richie, plenty of players around him in white jumpers.
It's a poor start for Akarana. Very poor start, and I think if South Island could post some points and really capitalise like they did in the first half, this will apply a bit more pressure on Akarana.
Let's see what the South Island can do off the scrum. Siaki is well looked after by Hint. And Graham Taufa.
There's got to be more push around the players that are running the ball. Just one out.
Waitawa. Oh, it's been dropped by Kauwhanonga. Laurie there, but more errors. So an error-ridden start to the second half from both teams, to be fair, Richie.
Yeah, it's not the start you want in the second half. I'll be pretty disappointed with their performance, both sides. One, because they're gifted. South Island have been gifted the ball on a number of occasions, and they just haven't been able to yield some results.
So score remains 14-6. That's the half-time score, and we had two. Here's Graham Taufa running at the defence, but well handled and looked after there by Whangapō. Having a good battle on then, those two centres on that side of the field, aren't they? Here's Papuni Abbott. Looking super fit. Here's the front rower. Here's a good burst in the field here, and it's Ioka. Ioka! Tackle nicely by Hatch. In fact, the tackle's coming in from Halbert Pere. Was it a try saver? Graham Taufa, big opportunity, well out on the left here. Papuni Abbott is going to have a crack at the line himself. Plenty of white jumpers to look after him, though. White. Vietau Kauhiva. Big gap here for Sua. Sua! He deserves a try, and there is the first try of the second half. And he deserves it because he's played very well in this game. Sebastian Sua. It is 18-6.
What Akarana have done extremely well is exploited the edges really well. A nice interchange of passing from the halves resulted in a back row. Sua coming onto it with speed as they've done throughout the game. Sebastian Sua Elam Payne and Tyson Davies being the link. But look at this. Tyson Davies there initiating a lot of the support play and connection, but these two join nicely. A little tip on. He senses the gap, and a big gap that was, but he's just big and strong and able to get over with a really determined run.
Well, we've talked about Sewer at length in the game, and he is rewarded with the try as we see Faye take over the goal kicking again, and he will convert that try and get his first goal of the game, Faye, and it is 20 points to 6 to Akarana. I think the touches that we've seen from Fiatau Kauhiva and Hint have been very good too, Richie. You touched on the Hint there with that lovely little tip-on pass.
Yeah, nice little tip-on, and I mean, it's expensive football, but it's smart football as well, because most of the potency's on the edges.
Well, that's true, and I think Akarana have got a couple of players in their lineup today, Richie, who are not flashy, but they're good to play with because they make the athletic, tall, physical players look better, don't they?
Yeah, they do, and I think if you look at Fiataua Kauhiva and Hint, and then you've got also Tyson Davies, who's been the link as well. So I think they've combined nicely, really, to exploit what they've got in abundance, and that's thread across the field.
Away goes White from dummy half. Tafua tackles him alongside Allison. Here's Nicholas. Marcus Nicholas's dad, Henry, is the coach of the Akarana team. And away goes White again for a second dart from dummy half in this set. Good meters gained there by JP White. Hint with the kick. 2 or 3 of those players look in an offside position. What's referee going to call here? Oh, it's picked up nicely. Play on, and the South Island have it. And away comes Herbert Pere. Good run, good return of the football.
That was exceptional. He put his body on the line. Good courageous take there. And he ambled up the field. They're in a great position here for South Island to take advantage.
Deidre Siaki. He's out on the field now. Kenny Tower.
Just got to stay on the mark. That's been common, isn't it, right throughout this whole game?
3 or 4 times this has happened in the game. George for Iva once again. He's back on the field now, probably to end the contest. Faitau continues to captain the team from dummy half. Here comes Jaden Horgan. Good carry of the ball from the interchange player. Didn't really play it correctly, but the play continues. Here's Siaki out on this left wing side, but he's well handled, but he offloads well. And Allison's done brilliantly to stay in field. Donaldson can run at the defence here. 5 metres out, they need fast ball. If they spread it out to the right here, Tafua is going to have a crack at the line, but he's tackled nicely by Tyson Davies. Tafua, last play here for the South Island, and it's bounced up for Alor, but it's going to be a repeat set. It's a line dropout. Good set of 6 there from the South Island.
Yeah, good. That was a good option, and again, another set to build pressure and hopefully get a 6-pointer over the line for the South Island.
How about that line dropout from Sean Johnson yesterday in the Warriors game, which that win behind him on the Sunshine Coast went 90 metres.
It's got to be recorded as the longest, surely. 40-20, and then a massive kick down.
It was more like a 30-10,
yes,
wasn't it?
Yeah.
Rather than 40-20. That's in those games, Richie, it's kind of good to have a line drop out because you can gobble up miles of metres. Anyway, let's play on here. This is Laurie going for the line here. Good tackle from Tower. From Akarana. That was a try saver from Kenny Tower. There's a little dart at the line here. I think he's got it on the line. No, referee Fever says no. That was Kalfatonga going for a second try. Here's another chance, but again, look at all the Akarana players there. Really, the South Island have got to score here in the set to get back into this contest. It's been dropped, unfortunately. Elam Payne got a little disruptor in there, Richie.
Yeah, well, he's come off the line, applied pressure on them, and therefore the mistake happened. So Payne doing a good job there.
And again, some valuable metres made by Graham Taufa. Lani Graham Taufa. Here is Isam Ioka again. Vietau Kauhiva. Fa'e right on the halfway line. And a penalty. Good set unfolding here from Akarana. Real urgency with the way they brought the football back there, Richie.
Yeah, certainly. Busting through the line, the ruck speed's been great. And then, obviously, a penalty, which has resulted in tries throughout the match for Akarana. And they're in a good field position now to capitalise. As we know, they have got structure and they have got threat.
Multiple players. And they're going to have a full set inside the 30, and it's Kenny Taua who's going to start it off for the Akarana Falcons side. White leaps out a dummy half. Good tackle coming in from Makaya Taufua there. But Taua slots into dummy half. Sebastian Hint. Here it comes, is a shift, good hands. And that is beautifully finished out on the right-hand side for the try. Looks like number 3, Lani Graham Taufa's got the score. And Akarana extend their lead at 24-6.
Well, off a penalty, straight converting a try, and there was plenty of players on the right edge to score that try. They were very condensed, South Island. They drew the players in, as they have done throughout this match, and they were exploited on the edges. But a lovely pass there from Sebastian. Here's the long pass, and this pass here, wonderful, wonderful pass from Vietau Kauhiva.
Yeah, and it was Graham Taufa going in to score the try. Interesting player. We've touched on him a bit through the game. He's a twin, Moala and Lani at the Roosters for a few seasons. He's an SG ball player for the Roosters in 2020. Lani Graham Taufa last year, Richie, was very close on 3 occasions to making his NRL debut for the Roosters. But Trent Robinson didn't quite make the playing 17 in each of those 3 games, and is back in New Zealand looking for other opportunities now. His brother, Moala, his twin brother, is still at the Roosters. Has decided to stick it out over there. So Lani Graham Taufa, you know, if he's that close to making his NRL debut for a team like the Roosters, Richie, it's he's a good player.
Well, there's so many opportunities there, and you're in a very good culture under the reins of the Roosters.
I mean, there's a monster. Look at him as he just walks out a shot there, number 3.
I mean, that's a standard model, isn't it now? And they've got such a good breeding ground for Kiwis there at the moment, which supports them, particularly at a tender age of 18 to 20. You certainly need players that are there. Joseph Manu.
The Warriors have got a good young centre coming through. Rocco Berry.
He played extremely well.
Looking.
Last night, I thought he was outstanding.
Oh, you watch him play and you think the best of him is coming. There's Papuni Yabbit playing the ball 20 metres out. Elam Payne, and that pass was a little reckless. But maybe the decision to pass wasn't, Richie, it was just the execution.
Yeah, again, they're condensed and these opportunities out wide. It was just a little bit forward, but they've exercised the right to pose a question of movement.
Akarana with 3 tries in the first half, 2 in the second now. But the South Island have a chance. Now that's fallen out the back, but it's been illegally stripped out by number 17, Robert Davis, for Akarana.
You've got to play quick here. I think the time that you settle down and wait for the ref, and you're just giving time for the opposition to settle.
For Ava, this is Laurie, and here comes Kaufa Nonga once again. For Ava, Laurie shifts the ball, nice hands. Here's a chance for Whangapo. Siaki can't get through. Akarana drifted beautifully to cover that. Lovely little shift from the South Island. It's a good defence from the Akarana side there. Allison, Donaldson.
What a pass from Allison, around the back.
Beautiful. Donaldson did well to hold the ball there. As we see Horgan shifting it out to Ivor once again. Last play here for Faitaua. Big gap there. Faitaua puts his nose to the try line, and it's not going to be. And in fact, he's lost it. Referee's going to say play on. It's still the last. Allison. Where's that bounced? And it was all rather messy. And is it going to be another set to the South Island? I think it is.
They need to set. They need to plan their set a little bit better. Work to a place and come back with some structure. I mean, I like playing off the cuff, but I don't think they're threatening enough. They're getting the ball stationary and they're making it up as they go. So I think the 6 and 7 needs to take a bit more control. Alison Lowry.
Where is Laurie? And now he puts Low into a nice little position there. Faitaua. Fast play, the ball has favour with his, again, a chance to run at the line, but nicely handled by his opposite prop, Papuni Abbott. Here's Faitaua, very close. Tafua, Allison. Nice line run by Whangupo, but again, really good defence on that right flank by Akarana. Keeps the South Island at bay. Donaldson again, the hard-working edge back rower. He is absolutely smashed there. Tafua. Tafua, yes. And Micaiah Tafua, one of the players in this game that has experience in Australia at the North's Devils last year, has scored the try. And the South Island second of the game.
Well, that was a try that was wanting, wasn't it? Just a hard run from McKay. He's been very good in the second half. He just ran hard, look, show and go, just a determined run just to get through. And it's just as simple as just running hard between two players. And look at this, show and go, good options too.
Yeah, he was in Australia and Brisbane last year playing for the North's Devils in the Mel Meninga Cup. That's the Queensland under-18s competition, but came home towards the end of last year, Richie, after the season there, and played in the South Island 18s, and now he's playing in the 20s. And he's got the score back to 24 points to 12 with the conversion going over by Low. Well, that was much needed from the South Island, that try. Still a chance here for them. Although you would think where we are in the game now with the time left, they will need to keep Akarana scoreless here, Richie, for the remaining 14 minutes to have any chance.
Yeah, just take it to them. These 40 minutes, it's a long time in rugby league. That's where players like Tuli, Kofanonga come into play.
Yeah, Kofanonga, jeepers, get his hands on the ball. He looks pretty useful. Beautifully taken by Allison. Gee whiz, that was close to going over for a line dropout, wasn't it? Favour. Good carry here by the big prop. Good run. Screams of a penalty go unanswered as we see Siaki come forward again. The tackle coming in on number 14, Tafua, the try scorer, by Davies for Akarana. Laurie. Here is Kauwhanonga. We were just talking about him. Can he sneak away the little offload? He can, and Laurie's done brilliantly to keep in the field of play there. Again, a slow play the ball this will be. Faitaua. This is Horgan. Jaden Horgan, one of the Canterbury players. Playing it on the 40. Faitaua. Laurie on the end of the set now. And that's nudged down to Fa'ae, and now Alo. Stylish fullback. Starts the set, and that wasn't played properly, but it's still a penalty.
Yeah, this is the area of the game where South Island have lost it. Yeah, where they're losing the battle in the ruck. And they're getting on the front foot too quick. And just a relieving penalty, really. It just makes it so much harder to get back in this game.
It certainly does. 12 minutes to play. Hope you're enjoying this coverage of this NZRO National 20s Round 1 fixture. Akarana, the Auckland side here in Christchurch, playing the South Island. And it's been lost. Play on's the call. And here comes George for Iva once again. Nice pass to Tafua. Tafua inside the 20. Big chance here for the South Island. Another penalty. Need to get on with it quickly. Akarana just fading a little here. Let's see if Jaden Horgan can do something off the interchange bench. Here is Kauwhanonga again, going close. Gee whiz, that's so close to a second try. For Iva once again. Trying to get rid of those tacklers, but they've got him wrapped up. Papuni Abbott, who's been one of Akarana's best in the game. Here comes Faitaua going for the line. There's the try. And the South Island score. And it's the captain and birthday boy, Ethan Faitaua, who's gone over to score. The New Zealand resident 16s player from 2 years ago. Highly regarded young hooker. And it is game on now, 24-16, and the conversion nice and handy, Richie.
It was nice and handy, and what a try to score, right? He was eyeing that up from day dot. As soon as he was in the dummy half, they should have known he was going to go. And he just showed some grit, determination there. Look at that. Player on the ground and twist, and yep, nice work there from the youngster.
Yeah, Ethan Faitaua, ex-Shirley boys, first 15. Good young player and good leadership skills. So, here comes Jacob Lowe. Oh, no way, he shanked it, and that is a big miss right there, Richie. The margin is 8 points. And that really should be 6. 24-16.
I think he took that too easy, didn't he?
That was a
he
bad
didn't
miss,
kick
man.
Through. That's a huge, that could be the difference.
Oh, well, less than 10 to play. Well, you never know. It's back-to-back tries now for the South Island. In fact, remember the score was 14-6 at half-time, so we're actually locked up 10 each in the second half now.
They just retain a little bit more possession, you know, in the next 5 minutes, and we're Akarana down a bit more.
Well,
the points will come.
Exactly. It's desire and courage. That's what it's going to come down to now. And this is Vaione Siaki. He's going to start this set off. Davies into the contact on Tane Whangapu. Hasn't seen too much ball in the second half, but he looked dangerous in the first half. Here's George Favour getting very close to sneaking through the middle of the park.
And he's been dominant in the second half. He's led the way.
Here goes Faitaua, the try scorer. Easy meters being made here by the captain. Allison into dummy half. Laurie takes it to the line. Whangapo, rather Kauwhanonga. He did look like he knocked it on, didn't he, as Allison goes for the crossfield kick this time. Taken nicely by Tanielu. And Joshua Tanielu will start the set for Akarana. Haven't had their hands on the ball for a little while, Richie.
No, they haven't. And I'm surprised with the fifth kick options. We haven't seen any big bombs and spirals.
Also, don't think Uriah Tooley's on the field at the moment, is he? Don't think he's there at the moment. Maybe he's just coming back in now.
Because Faiva's taken over a lot of the control at the moment. He's been very dominant.
Away goes Akarana on the short side this time. And a very good game from Fia Taukauhiva as well. He's not done a nothing wrong in this game. His option taking has been really good as Elam Payne gives it to Lani Graham Taufa, who's through. Oh, he's lost it forward. And the South Island have got possession again.
Wow, Henry Nicholas would be pretty disappointed with what he's seen from Akarana. They've gifted the ball a lot to South Island. They've come up with a lot of mistakes.
South Island just haven't been quite good and clinical enough to take advantage of those opportunities, though. And to be fair, Akarana's defence has been very good in terms of their slow the ruck speed down. Now Lowe looks to burst through. He's through, Jacob Lowe. Alo with the tackle. He needs to get to his feet quickly here to keep the ball really moving as Faitaua. Oh, what's he done there? My word, he kicked it. Don't know if that was the right call. Sua has it for Akarana. What was he thinking there,
Well, he
Richie?
scored the try. He's wanting to ignite attack, but unfortunately that was a bad decision. The birthday boy, unfortunately, that's going to backfire on him.
Fair with the play the ball right on the halfway line. Akarana just fading a little bit in this game. The tackle coming in from George Favour, and he's lost the ball. Number 14, Dan Smith. It is who has lost the ball and the play the ball.
Well, their completion rate must be woeful in the second half.
The South Island have got 5 minutes and 40 seconds to find something. They've got to believe they can still do it. Laurie with the scrum feed. Straight away, Whangapō takes the line on. Tackling again, though, is Donaldson. What a hard-working game he's had. Callum Donaldson from the West Coast, wearing 21. One tidy play the ball, and I knew the whistle was coming there, Richie.
Well, they got away with one of them, and he's been industrious. He aimed up. He just wanted to take the ball forward, get his team on the front foot. Unfortunately, again, there's a lot of indiscrepancies in this game around the ruck. Hands on the ball, slowing the play the ball down.
Well, time becoming the enemy of the team in white now, the South Island. Lani Graham Taufa. Here comes Tanielu. The two centres combining. Tanielu fending off players. Good run, good tackle on him. That was an important tackle. Oh, risking the penalty there, Faitau. He done brilliantly there to slow the play, the ball down. Now Sua almost through. One try in the second half. In fact, he and Graham Taufa, the only try scorers for the South Island. There goes White snipping away from dummy half, looking to seal the game. Oh, so close to the game being iced right there.
Sua to White. You've seen the opportunities around Sua, and then White. He's such a clever hooker. Jumps on the back end, and again, the pass goes straight. They need to capitalise this and transition to attack real quick.
Albert Petty, we're inside the last 4 minutes. And here comes Siaki, who's looked good off the interchange for the South Island. Hard man to tackle. Like the look of him. Deidre Siaki. Big background in rugby union here in the Christchurch region. And now here comes his uncle, Vaioni. I'm not joking, that's Vaioni Siaki on the right wing. Here is Faitaua. Over the halfway line. Fast play the ball. They've got a good roll on here. Faitaua. Here comes Thule back onto the field for the last 3 or 4 minutes. Where's he been the last 5 minutes? Last play here for the South Island. Laurie. Chasing through is Low. He needs a good bounce. And Alo won't get back into the field of play. But that gives Akarana a time just to soak up a few seconds before they need to execute the line dropout.
Yeah, not a lot of time left. Would have like to see that ball shift. A little chip through or a pass as the wingers drop back. You've got to test yourself on those ones. There's not a lot. There's 2 minutes 30. 8 points to go.
24-16. Well, they really need a score from the set now, the South Island. Nicely controlled by Allison. So, George for Ava, it is. Here comes Thule. Uriah Thule with his opportunity to wind the feet up there. Thule. Here comes Laurie. In fact, we've been told, actually, that Thule was off the field for an HIA, but he's passed it, so he's back out there, and Laurie almost dropped it. Here comes Taufua once again. He got the last try. Good tackling coming in there from Ethan Moen. He's in the headgear there for Akarana. Laurie. Can the South Island execute this play? Albert Perez drifted over from the right wing. But that tackling's been secure on the fringes for Akarana all game. There goes the kick. And it is Akarana ball, and that should be enough for Akarana to seal the game. Although we're coming back for a scrum. But it's still the South Island with a chance. Can you believe that?
Oh, they're hanging in there. It's not enough time to win this game, but it'll go a long way if they can score and convert. It's been not the best of halves there for Akarana.
Laurie out to low. Hatch is going to score. Keaton Hatch goes over to score from the fullback's position. Now, this will need to go over quickly. So 24-20. You probably don't even need to take the conversion, Richie, do you?
No, you don't.
Just go back to halfway.
Except they'll take the 30 seconds. 40 seconds. That is...
Nicely done by Hatch.
Nicely done.
Wasn't it? Well, he's an Otago boy now. He's been a student down in Dunedin at physiotherapy at Otago University. Originally from Auckland, come through the Auckland system. So knows his way around a rugby league field. Though here comes Low. And now won't be converted. And that will see the game conclude. So a good, plucky performance by the South Island to close the gap up. But it won't be enough to win the game, as Akarana will take the 2 points from this contest, winning this by 24-20.